Welcome back to Unobstructed Views here on Nesson, and Jonathan Papelbon joins me as Unobstructed Views is presented by Blue Moon. When you choose a Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter, Pap. And you know what? Tonight, it's the Red Sox, it's the San Francisco Giants, but I think we all know why we're here. It's the return of Rafael Devers for the first time since being traded to the San Francisco Giants in a shocking trade, quite frankly, last June. He's back at Fenway Park. Actually, the last time we saw him at Fenway, the Red Sox had just swept the Yankees. Everyone was like, this is about to be great. The Red Sox are about to go on a run. The team, I believe they were flying to Seattle. They were all in the airplane. Next thing you know, they're dragging poor Rafi off the plane, and now he's with San Francisco. So it's been a weird journey, Pap. What are you expecting tonight? Cheers or booze?
Yeah, well, I'm expecting a little mixture of both, JC. You know, when you're in Boston, they just remember how you leave, and unfortunately for him, he left under some not so good terms. And you know, for me, he's a great baseball player. There's no question about it. Hits great pitchers, and you know, hopefully we can shut him down though. And him not do anything at Fenway, because he's good at Fenway Park. We all know that.
We're going to find out, Pap. We'll be right back. Yeah, Pap, I was actually just perusing Twitter, and I saw a tweet that said that they did the pregame introductions, and Rafi got loud and heavy boos for the pregame introductions. I don't know how you feel about this. I can't boo him. I can't. Like I don't care how it ended. He was part of a World Series championship team, and I get it. He wasn't an everyday player on the 18 team, and he wasn't the biggest reason why they won or anything like that. But in the seasons that followed, 19 was a third place finish. 20 was awful. 21 was great. I mean, but there were a lot of mediocre seasons where one of the main reasons to watch was Rafael Devers slugging home runs. I can look past how it ended and give him a standing ovation for all the great memories that he gave us.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder for me to look past it just because, he left a sour taste in a lot of the Red Sox fans' mouths. And that's just what he did, But what he did in the uniform, over 200 home runs as a Red Sox, I believe. And, he did great things for the Red Sox and the Red Sox nation. So we'll see what he can do tonight.
We will see. We'll be right back for first pitch. Welcome back to Unobstructed Views, where we are about to witness the return of Rafael Devers at Fenway Park for the first time since being traded. No Marcelo Meyer, though, Pap, which is unfortunate. You want to talk about a reception. I feel like they would have booed the absolute shit out of Meyer, but it sounds like Rafi's going to get that reaction tonight just based on how they reacted during the pregame introductions. So let's do it. Let's do some predictions here. Let's start with, because we've been doing like a bold prediction, we've been doing like a pitching and an offense. Let's start with the Rafael Devers prediction. What are we predicting for Rafael Devers tonight? You can do something about the reaction. You can say he's going to homer. You can say he's going to get his ticket punched 3 times. What do we feel for Rafi in tonight's game?
I'm saying he goes 0 for 3 tonight.
Damn.
He gets booed and gets his feelings hurt.
You think he cares? He don't care. He does not care.
No, he cares. No, he cares, Jared.
I don't think
he does.
Cares.
Yes.
I don't think he cares.
Let me tell you something, man. When you play in a former place and for a franchise, and you feel like you did some good things for that franchise, which he did, he's expecting to go up to at bat tonight to the plate, take off his cap, wave to the fans. Thank you for all the cheers. Thank you for what I did here. Rafael Devers here. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. That's not happening. That's
No.
not happening. He's going to get his feelings hurt.
So in 2006, you were there, May 1st, 2006, Johnny Damon. This was the Doug Mirabelli police escort game. It was also the same game that Johnny Damon returned. They booed him, and he still tipped his helmet and said, thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's not to say that Devers still won't acknowledge the fans. I do think that he'll probably still acknowledge the fans. It will be loud boos. I genuinely don't think he cares. And here's why I don't think he cares. This is a guy now look at Steve in the back. There's Steve Peralta of Section 10. Look at this guy with his camera. How does he get good seats? I'm not paying for that. That's not on my tab. Rafael Devers, not a social media guy. I don't think he's logged on to Instagram since he got traded. He hasn't been on Twitter since 2016. It's been a decade. Leadoff double. Great. Fantastic. All right, a single. We'll take it. Oh, okay, so here we go. Full sound. No tip of the cap. He don't care, Pat. By the way,
he does care.
He
I'm
doesn't.
telling
Here's
you,
my
man,
prediction, by the way. He's going 2 for 3 with a walk. He's going to get booed, a double homer, and 3 RBI.
For Devers?
Yep.
Man, what are you smoking tonight?
I mean, listen. All right. Here's why I'm finish my explanation of why he doesn't care. This is a dude that in the offseason, his phone, he throws it into a lake. He's on his farm. The last thing he's thinking about is baseball. He's the only time he's thinking or cares about baseball is when he's in the batter's box. That's it. And then when he's out of the batter's box, he doesn't care anymore.
Let me tell you something. He cares because all baseball players have an ego, Jared, especially this guy. This guy has the sit down. I'm telling you, he's going 0 for 3 tonight. His feelings are hurt. He's thinking about the fans. He's thinking about being back here in Fenway. That's a nasty two-seamer, top of the zone. Rafael Devers can't handle that pitch top of the zone. We saw him when he was here. Look at that pitch over and over. He can't handle that, Jared.
It's a nice start. It's a nice start for Sonny Gray, punching out Raffy. It's just weird to me. Like, I get it. I get that it ended poorly and feelings were hurt and it was very dramatic and played out. And we're still talking about it to this day. I mean, let's just say, for example, the Giants weren't coming to Fenway Park this year. We would still be talking about the Devers thing just because offense has been such a storyline with this team and not being able to hit homers. And if that trend had continued, we would still be saying, well, man, what could they have done to make the Rafael Devers situation work? What could they have done differently to have appeased that? And we can look at it a multitude of different ways because at the end of the day, the Red Sox still probably wanted to get out from under that contract. That, you know, Craig Breslow comes in and he's like, I didn't give him all that money. I don't think that a guy that's going to end up being a full-time DH is worth $300+ million. That's not the philosophy that I have for the team or the future of this organization. So they kind of, I don't think that they fabricated or that there's no like conspiracy that they tried to piss off Devers to create the situation that ultimately got him out the door. But they saw an opening, they took it, they made the trade. The Giants have gone one way and the Red Sox have gone another way.
Yeah, and the opening was, I mean, this guy was asked to, I don't even remember, he was asked to play first base and would not play first base. Then all of a sudden goes to San Francisco, and I'll play first base now. And I think there was a lot more behind closed doors with Rafi Devers, with AC, with the whole management staff that we really probably only know very little about, right? I think very similar to Manny Ramirez's case, he left on bad terms, man, and became a cancer in the clubhouse and would take himself out of games and say, my knee hurts, and the trainer would ask him which knee hurts, and he'd say, pick one. So he just became a detriment to the team.
That's how you respond, Sonny. Out of bed. Red Sox coming up. Welcome back to Unobstructed Views as we check out the Red Sox lineup here. Nick Sogard, Cedon Rafaela, Wilyer Abreu, Wilson Contreras, Adley Rutschman, Caleb Durbin, Jarren Duran, Andrew Monasterio, and then Mickey Gasper, who can't stop hitting home runs after they followed around his family, the Nesson crew following around his family all of the end of last season to try and catch his first big league hit. Never came, and then he homers in every single game against the D-backs earlier this week. We didn't get to the rest of our predictions, Pap. So, before we get something going here with Nick Sogard, who did hit a leadoff home run against the D-backs as well in that finale, let's do an offensive prediction. What do you got for me? Let me think. Who do we got going deep?
Under 7.5 runs, and it's going to be 0-0 through 6 innings tonight.
You think so?
I love the matchup tonight, man. I think it's a great matchup.
It's a couple of old school guys going toe-to-toe. I love Logan Webb. Sonny Gray has had a fantastic season. These guys are both just old school, big league starting pitchers. I don't hate the idea of a pitcher's duel tonight, but I got WC-40 hitting a home run. I think optically, it tells a great story. Rafael Devers is back in town. He didn't want to play first base. It led to him getting traded, which led to you going out and acquiring Wilson Contreras to play first base for you. Wilson Contreras would not be here if Devers was just like, sure, man, I'll play. Like, Tristan Casas is done for the year. You need me to play first base? Happy to do it. If that plays out the same way.
You're going with the plot twist then.
I'm going with if I was the WWE and I was writing the storyline here, what's the outcome that sends the fans home happy? I think it's a Wilson Contreras homer.
Okay. I don't see that necessarily with Logan Webb on the mound. It'd be interesting to see how far Contreras gets on the plate tonight against a guy like Logan Webb, who has one of the best sinker ball pitchers in the big leagues, who is one of the best sinker ball pitchers in the big leagues. So it'll be interesting to see how much he crowds that plate tonight.
Give me your Sonny Gray pitching line. Give me everything. I'm going I'm going the full line. Innings, hits, earned runs, walks, strikeouts. Let's see if we can take a crack at the full pitching line for Sonny Gray. You let me know when you're ready, Pap, because I'm locked in. I'm feeling good about this one. There's my guy, WC40.
All right, go ahead. Oh.
Is that going to fall in? No. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I got
that away, Sagan.
7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts.
Oh, man.
How you feel about that?
I got 6 2/3, 4 hits, 4 Ks, 1 walk, 0 earned runs.
All right, so we're not that far away from each other. Yeah, we're in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a picture of mine so I don't forget. All right. Let's see where this ends up.
So, how's your hammy today? Surprised you didn't blow out at the Old Timers game. Saw you run down first baseline.
Yeah, I knew it was going to come up.
What was that? Probably like a 5.3, 5.4 run speed?
You know what, Pat? I'd like to explain what happened there, because I don't run that bad. You know what happened? So that was my 10th time playing in the old time baseball game. Shout out to Steve Buckley in Boston home. And every year that I played, here it is. I either walk, get a hit, like a clean hit, like a shot, couple outs here. Like a shot into the outfield.
Your knees are supposed to bend when you run, right?
Yeah, so, or I get hit by you. So the last 4 years, my OBP is 750. I got 2 knocks and an HBP. Rich Hill punched my ticket last year. But I've never had to, that's the first time I realized that I had to run a hard 90 in probably 20 years. Because usually if I get the bat on the ball, that thing's in the outfield. I'm just jogging to first. I can prance up the line. I haven't had to do a hard 90.
If you did hit the ball, if you would have hit the ball to the outfield, which you didn't.
No, but I almost did.
You probably would have gotten thrown out at first.
No, because I've had hits in that game before where I'm just jogging up the line. It's just another day at the office.
Oh, okay.
110 exit velo. You just shoot the gap and you just do a little jog up to first. Yeah, hard 90 is different for me. My legs didn't know how to respond to that, Pap.
Was that kilometers? 110 kilometers?
Yeah, I think I wanted to retire after this one, but I feel like that video has like 2.5 million views. So I feel like I have to redeem myself now.
Definitely not for your speed.
No, you know what? I think it's 2.5 people that are jealous of my speed. I think that's probably what that is.
I mean, it looked like you didn't bend your knees. It looked like you just got done doing a leg workout, and they were heavy, and you were just dragging them behind you.
Let's see. On Twitter, it's up to 2.2 million views, and it has 300,000 views on Instagram. So, yeah, call it 2.5 mil right now. I'm a viral sensation for being one of the most dynamic athletes on the planet.
All right, let's see what Wilson Contreras can do here. I want to see his approach. I've been wanting to know about and interested to see how his approach is and how he stands on the plate.
Yeah, let's see.
He's backed off a little bit. Yep, he's backed off a little bit, which is interesting. Tells me he's going to be looking away, something away if he backs off.
There you go.
He's going to get that sweeper away.
Outside paint.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy right here, Logan Webb, man, just old school pitcher, man. Throws that sinker to righties about 43% of the time. And it just buries it down in on your hands, and usually goes his changeup afterwards. Got a nasty changeup too. Those are his two best pitches. It'll be interesting to see how he pitches tonight, but he's gonna have to use that sinker and keep it down. An occasional cutter as well he'll throw, just like that. But here in Fenway Park, he's definitely gonna have to keep that sinker down. You know, if he doesn't keep that sinker down, then sometimes that sinker baller gets the ball up and it spins horizontally, and it hangs a little bit longer, and it usually gets deposited over the Green Monster.
That's going to fall. All right. That's the third out, but we're going to stay right here for the Rafael Devers tribute video that the Red Sox have put together. There it is, Rafael Devers tribute from the Boston Red Sox. Still weird to me, man. Like, I don't know. I think that meant something to him for sure, just to feel appreciated and know that he did something special here, and you know, a lot of good times, a lot of good memories. It still leaves a weird taste in my mouth how it ended, because he was so happy-go-lucky, joyful, innocent, like teddy bear, and then out of nowhere became disgruntled, and then the second he became disgruntled, he was gone. It was very out of character for him to behave the way that he did at the very end, and then just have that lead to a trade when he had made, you know, signed this massive contract with the Boston Red Sox. You think this is going to be your franchise player for a very long time, and with contracts like that, with big money deals like that, I think expectations are that you're going to be the guy that you face the music when the team is playing poorly. You're going to talk to the media, and he never did that. But he was never that guy. And it's like, all right, well, when things are going poorly, you're going to be the guy that speaks up and calls for the players-only meeting in the clubhouse. He wasn't that guy either. So it's I don't know, it's weird. It's almost like you were dating someone for 5 or 6 years, and then you get married and you expect them to be someone that they weren't for those 5 or 6 years that you were dating. It was a very odd dynamic.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, you know, this all boils down to a change in the front office with Craig Breslow. And, you know, there might have been a part of them that said, man, you know, if he doesn't play first base, that gives us an out to say, you know what, we don't want that type of player. But you know, look, at the end of the day, I can promise you this: he misses playing in Boston and does not enjoy playing in San Francisco. I can promise you that much. And so he's looking at that tribute saying, man, maybe I should have done things differently. Maybe I should have talked to the media every now and then. Because guess what? He's talking to the media in San Francisco. You know what? Maybe I should have played first base, or at least attempted to play first base, and not come up with all these excuses like, oh, I hadn't had time to move over there. I need time, and they didn't give me any time to move over there. It was just excuse after excuse. And the people of Boston and the people that live in Boston, that work in Boston, are all blue-collar people, man. And they don't like excuses, man. And they don't want to hear their players come up with excuses for anything. And it just seemed like towards the end there, that's what Rafi Devers was coming up with, excuse after excuse, not to play first base, not to give it his all, you know. And look, like I said, he's missing playing here now. And I'm thinking there's a small part of me that also thinks that he wishes he would have done things differently. We got a challenge here.
Do you think that things played out the way that they should have? Like, do you think that the Red Sox are better off because of how things played out?
Oh, 1,000%, Jared. Man, yes. I mean, they were able to dump a contract with a guy that was never going to be able to fulfill that contract, man. Like, was way overpaid. Like, cashed in at the right time, I agree, and had good years here, but was way overpaid. Damn it.
The hell was
that?
What
are we doing here? Get the ball. But was way overpaid, and the Red Sox, as soon as he said he wasn't going to play first base, they said, yep, okay, there's our out. We don't want this kind of player here. And then you started hearing the swirls about how he wasn't a clubhouse guy, wasn't a team player guy, was all for himself type player. And, you know, that just started to snowball on him. And as soon as they had a chance with the Giants, man, the Red Sox jumped on it. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit at all. I think that the Red Sox won big in this deal.
I mean, it's going to be one of those trades that we look back at 20 years from now and are still somehow evaluating, you know, was it the right decision? Did they get the right return? Who won? Who lost? That kind of thing. But it kind of is this whole cascading butterfly effect with that deal is, you know, I think optically it looked awful when you disrupted the whole Rafael Devers relationship to bring in Alex Bregman, and then you're like, this is the new leader of the team, and then you lose him after one season. So it's kind of like.
But what do you think? What does Rafi Devers think? This is a business, man. Like, you bring in players to like make your team better, and like if you get, that's why. There you go. I'm about to make my point. That's why he has feelings. He got his feelings hurt there too.
He did.
Don't tell me this guy ain't getting his feelings hurt. You know, I mean, he was a crybaby about that. Like, no, like, this is part of the business. They lied
to him. They lied to him. You know, like if
all right,
put it this way, Pat. Put it this way. So say you're still with the Red Sox, and you're the closer of the Red Sox. And they go out and sign, I don't know,
Mason Miller.
Sure, I was trying to think of like who else was closing, like B.J. Ryan. Like they go out and sign B.J. Ryan, and like he's gonna be our setup guy, Pap. Don't worry about it. And then spring training rolls around, and now they're using you in the 7th and the 8th, and you're like, well, that's weird. And then the season starts, and all right, it's opening day. It's a 1-run game. Give me B.J. Ryan. And you're like, what the hell? We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, Jonathan Papelbon and I were having a discussion about Rafael Devers, the way things ended here in Boston, and kind of sifting through who's right, who's wrong, what's the blame pie look like for why both the Red Sox organization and Rafael Devers personally are in the situations that they're in right now. And I was giving Pap an example to kind of put him in Rafael Devers' position. Say it's 2008. All right, we're in 2008, Pap. And that winter going into the season, the Red Sox go out and sign B.J. Ryan, who is closing for like Baltimore and Toronto at the time. And they're like, don't worry, Pap. He's going to be your setup man. Don't worry. No problems. This doesn't have anything to do with you. And then opening day rolls around, and it's a one-run game in Boston. Red Sox are winning, and bullpen phone rings, and they want B.J. Ryan for the 9th inning, and not Jonathan Papelbon. Then you're like, well, what the hell? Like, you said that I was the closer, and now I'm not the closer anymore. I think you would feel some type of way about that.
So, yeah, I don't get my feelings hurt, though. I don't get my feelings hurt, and I don't pout about it. And, I mean, I've been replaced by Mark Melanson in Washington, for crying out loud.
But that was at the back end, though. That's at the back end. I'm talking like.
I got called in the office. I said, yeah, back end, I get it.
We're talking prime years of Rafi's career.
I still handled it like a professional and spoke to the media about it. Didn't sit there and cry about it. Like, I understood the business and why the move was made. But, like, if that situation that you said just happens, right, and all of a sudden the phone rings, okay, so I'm not going to go and air out the pitching staff, the front office, and everybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, hey, where's the mix-up here? What am I missing? Okay, like, handle it like a professional. Say, hey, am I missing something here? Because this is what I was under the understanding of, is that I was going to close, and now all of a sudden you got B.J. Ryan closing. Did I do something wrong, or like what's going on here? I'm going to have a man-to-man conversation with who Theo Epstein was our general manager. I would have a man-to-man conversation with Theo and say,
the other thing too, the extra layer here, Pat. You had a great relationship with Tito when he was your manager.
yeah.
Rafael Devers had a great relationship with Alex Cora at the time. I don't know that it currently is that way or that it existed that way at the end there, but they had a great relationship at a certain point.
I think their relationship was surface level. I think it was
it's
very
soured at
surface
the
level,
end.
Jared.
I think it's soured at the end. But
Yeah.
Cora was the one that was saying publicly, Bregman's our second baseman. It was like, you can say Breslow signed Bregman to play second base or he signed him to play third base. Those conversations happened with Bregman. But publicly, Cora was the one that was like, I think he's going to be a Gold Glove second baseman. And then he never took a ground ball at second base in spring training. He was just from day one, he was the third baseman. So I think for me, this could have been resolved or avoided if they had just gone to, gap shot. That could be three. That's going to be three. That's going to be three. Stand in. That's three. Easy. Jaron Duran. Tyler Milliken's going to have to take his shirt off. That's nips for trips, Tyler Milliken.
No, and Jared, look, at the end of the day, we don't have to sit here and talk Rafael Devers all night or Rafi Devers all night. I think there was a difference in opinions. I think that you're right in that the way it was handled was not the best way it should have been handled. I think there was disagreement between Breslow, Cora, Devers. I think there was a certain family dysfunction there to where it just made everything just look really bad. And so the next best option was as soon as he started pouting and as soon as he started saying, oh, no, I'm not going to do nothing for this team. I play for myself. I'm not playing first base.
I played
as soon
third.
as that happened, bam, you're out of here. And I guarantee you he's probably kicking himself because he's probably like, man, I could be hitting 30 more bombs a year here at Fenway Park.
Yep, that's the end of the second.
Liar. 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 You can just tell when he's lying too. No. Like, come on, man. To me, that's just a childish answer, bro. Like I want to root for Rafi, but it's really hard to, man. Like, to see him transform into what he's transformed into, it's base hit, man. Exit velo 102, sinker right over the middle.
It does remind me of like being a kid watching wrestling, and your favorite wrestler that was the good guy becomes the bad guy, and you're just like, oh,
yes.
come on, like be the good guy again.
Yes.
I don't like this version of you. Go back to being the good guy. And I'm
Yeah,
not
it's like
saying
when Hulk
Rafi's
went
a
to
bad
NWO.
guy. Yeah. Well, the NWO is cool. It's like it's like, I'm not saying Rafi's a bad guy, but he's definitely behaving in a way that is not the same as the Rafi that we all kind of grew to love over the years.
No, not at all.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's weird because he was not always like that. You know, there were some people that were saying like the money kind of changed him a little bit, and I could see that, but I don't know. I think he's also just, he's a quirky guy, and I think the language barrier also plays a factor in that he can't verbally express himself to like the English-speaking baseball fans that, you know, even with translators, like sometimes I think the message that he tries to get across isn't always conveyed in the best possible way. Because I feel like if he were more comfortable communicating with the media and the fans, I think he would. But there's been so many times where kind of like what he was trying to say didn't come out right, and then he looks worse. So I think that's part of the reason why he's been so guarded from a media perspective.
Yeah, and Jared, let me try to explain a couple things to you. When you sign a big deal, when you are a Major League All-Star player, when you are one of the best players on the team, when you're that person, along with that comes foul ball. Along with that comes other territory. Along with that comes having responsibility to talk to the media because you are one of the best players. Having the responsibility to be a team guy because you were given so much money, and have the organization's back. You know, Gary Tuck, who was in the bullpen with me, and he was with Mariano Rivera with the Yankees for all his championships, has like 8 rings, told me that one day. He explained that to me. He said, Pap, along with greatness comes a lot other things that you have to handle. And so if you want to be great, expect other things to come along with it. And Rafael Devers doesn't expect that. He just he thinks he can still do what, you know, he wants, and I think he came across in a bad way by not speaking to the media. Number one, when you don't speak to the media, that just is, you know, and with the translators nowadays, you have the ability to get your story across.
Felt like the boos were louder the second time. It's like, yeah, we gave you the cheers for your video presentation. Now it's back to booing you out of the building.
But did you notice, like, when they asked him those types of questions, he was kind of like, "No, I don't care. You do care."
Yeah, it's weird, man. Like, there was definitely a line in the sand of Rafi was this guy, and then he was this guy. I saw it firsthand. Like, I saw it firsthand.
Like, what's he doing too, by the way? Where's this big, like, back? Have you noticed this big, like, back stepping and, like,
Yeah.
it's really exaggerated. Like, he almost looks like he's nervous to me.
I'm sure there's part
Like-
of that, yeah. He's never been booed in his career. Maybe at Yankee
Like, you
Stadium?
see-
Ooh.
Where's that pitch? Can we get a challenge on that? Nah, 3-0 count. Nah.
Yeah, here we go. Here's some Raffy versus Garrett Cole. 4, get on first. He's like, what? Okay. That's one of the things that I'll miss the most. I thought we were locked in for another decade of Raffy tormenting the Yankees, specifically Garrett Cole. I would have guessed it was more. I mean, it's 8 homers, 20 RBI. Oh, yeah.
8 home runs, 20 RBIs, hitting 350, slugging 975, the OPS of 1,400.
I would have guessed, honestly, that the numbers were better. I really would have.
Really? Better than that?
I mean, if you have 8 homers off a dude and you're only hitting 350, like how many times do you think he could face a guy? Like 8 homers, you'd be like, oh, he's hitting 475 off this guy.
Yeah.
That must mean like all of his hits are homers.
We need Sonny Gray to lock back in here. We need Sonny Gray to lock back into this 2-0 count. Location over velocity right here, Sonny. Throw you that backdoor sinker and get you that rollover, kid.
We got a guy there.
I got a guy there. Say nine. We got a guy. All right. That's how you get back in the count right there. Lazy pop-up.
What'd you think of Wilson Contreras jarring with one of the fans after the game the other day? I'm actually on his side on that one.
Yeah, I've always been on Wilson's side. You know, but you still can't do that, man. You still like, look, I've done it too, man. Philadelphia, bro. I would jar back with people in Philadelphia. I mean, I had a guy that ran on the field, tried to jump into the bullpen. He was so mad at me. He ran on the field by the foul pole line, ran into center field, tried to jump over into the bullpen while I was waiting for him. I suplexed him, put him in the headlock until security got there. You should Google that one, too.
What year are we talking?
Oh, man, I'm not sure. Shane Victorino came running in for –
had to have been 2012 because you were in Boston in 11 and Victorino was here in 13.
Shane, I was supposed to say Shane was there, so whatever year that was.
2012.
Yeah, and you know, I get it, man. You want to say your piece with the fans, but guess what? It's never going to work out for you. Trust me. I speak from experience.
Yeah, he pulled the. That's all right. Willier's gonna come up shooting. Nope. 1-0 Giants.
Yeah, just didn't want to leave that sinker down in the zone to the lefty there. Yeah, he misses his spot pretty bad. I'm sorry. Slurve, slider. Breaking ball pitch, leak back over middle of the plate. He wanted to try to backdoor that pitch, but you saw where Adley was set up on that pitch and where that ball ended up. So just a non-executed pitch right there. And usually in the big leagues, that's what happens on non-executed pitches. They get hit pretty hard and usually for base hits.
Man, it's weird to see Raffy back here in a different uniform. It was kind of, for me, like it was out of sight, out of mind. I wasn't even really thinking about him. And now that he's back here, it's just, it's strange. I didn't think that it would be different if he was like 35 and on a different team. It's like, oh yeah, you sign him to that big contract and He played
Yeah.
out his prime years in Boston, and they either traded him on the back end or the deal expired and he signed somewhere else to finish out his career or whatever. But to still kind of see him in his prime somewhere else, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah, but you see him like he's out there gallivanting around like before pre-games, giving out hugs and hanging out and missing his old teammates and
Yeah.
and
That
having
didn't happen
fun.
with Manny. When Manny came back with the Dodgers in 2009, that was weird.
Yeah.
That was like a July series in 2009, and there was like a
all of a
media
sudden
frenzy.
his hair grew about 3 feet and he had dreads
Yeah.
and he's in a Dodgers uniform.
Yeah, he had the dreads in 2008 with Boston, but then he rolled them up. He did something weird with them in 2009. Like he still had the dreads, but he styled them like I can't even explain it.
I think he got him some extensions. I think he had him some hair weave going on there, Jared.
I think he has those now for sure. 'Cause
Yeah.
the dreads were hanging on for dear life at one point.
Yeah, they were. But
Yeah.
man, Manny's in a better place now. Manny's changed his life around, man, and he's a lot happier. And I couldn't be happier for him. He'll be the first one to tell you, man. I made many, many, many mistakes in my career, and we all make mistakes during your career. Rafael Devers made them. I've made them. Players make mistakes throughout their careers, and you just hope that that's not what you're basing everything on. And Manny was a great baseball player. I guarantee you he wishes it would have gone better in Boston too, just like Rafael Devers.
There's 2 outs and 2 strikes right now. Hopefully the Red Sox can get out of this. And if and when they do, I want to ask you something about Wilson from your perspective. It's obviously going to be a more thought out answer, so I'll wait for
that
the
sinker
bottom
for
half.
Sonny, man. It's just been up. It's been up a little bit too much for my liking tonight, man.
Yeah.
Everything comes off with sinker, JC. So he's got to have that sinker ball down, trying to go inside of the cutter.
Check them.
Did he?
They're not even checking.
No. Yeah, see that cutter right there, we tried to go inside with that cutter right there. It never really even presented itself as a strike. Never was on the plate. He's going to have to get back and find his arm slot here. And, yeah, see see where Adley wanted it? Did you see where he caught that ball? Big variation there. So he's missing his spots right now, but not by a little, but by a lot. And
Yeah.
so he's got to get his arm slot back in, keyhole it, and start getting his delivery back intact and get his legs back underneath him. And once he does that, he'll be fine. You just can't give up more than one here. That's a guy, Sadon there. Sadon, I need you.
All right. That's
There we
clutch.
go.
All right. We'll be back. All right, we're back. Bottom of the third, 1-0 Giants. Mickey, don't call me Mantle, Gasper up at the plate right now. Homered 3 straight games against the D-backs. I want to ask you this, Pat, because obviously the infamous Bryce Harper incident was about hustling. And Wilson Contreras has now gotten booed at Fenway Park 2 different times for not, in my opinion, it's not running through the bag. I think if because he's on a bad hammy right now, his right hamstring is not good. I don't know how many fans are aware of that. But there's been 2 incidents now where he just veers off and goes back into the dugout, and he's gotten booed for that. As a fan, I'm looking at that, and if it's going to be an automatic out, it's a routine play, ground ball in the infield, and we're talking like a simple, just run. If he were to run through the bag at 60%, he doesn't get booed for not going 100%. I think it's the optics of veering off versus running through the bag. What do you think?
Yeah, I really. This is one thing today that I'm going to completely agree on you with. Yeah, so, Jason Varitek used to tell me that. It's a matter of running through the base. And even when Jason Varitek was running on fumes, he still ran through the base just because he didn't want the fans to think that he was giving up, because he knew what the perception was by not running through the base. But, it's a different situation with me and Bryce Harper, where we were in a playoff race. We had team meetings about running balls out, hustling. There needed to be more effort being put forward. And so this is he wasn't hurt. Wilson was hurt. Totally different situation. So I can lean more on the side of Wilson Contreras in this situation, just because he's spoken with his coaches, his teammates as well know, hey, my 70% of what I'm giving you every night is better than most guys 100%. So I'm going out there on a bad hammy. So just know that I'm trying to protect that as much as I can. So that's all he's doing.
No doubt. I mean, we're quite literally in the dog days of summer. They were in a stretch of whatever it was, 16 games in 16 days. They just had their first off day in two plus weeks yesterday. And guys are playing banged up. And, I think we've had this conversation before about the Red Sox turnaround. Through June 24th, they were tied with the Rockies for the least amount of wins in Major League Baseball. From June 25th on, they went on the 32-5 run, and people were like, well, what's the biggest difference? Did Roman come back? Did Crochet come back? Did they get healthy? Did the offense start to pick it up? What was the big difference? And really, it was the exact same team. It was not a matter of, getting healthy or what have you. But I think the big change was they found their identity. And I think it started with Caleb Durbin and his pinky snapping, and the next day he's in the lineup and gets a big hit, drives in a run. And I think that's kind of been their mentality is we're going to get dinged up. We're going to be tired. There's going to be day games after night games, but I'm going to post. I'm going to be in the lineup. And they've gotten contributions from every man on that roster. And obviously there's been guys that have been up from Worcester that have come up and contributed and been able to eat the bullet out of the bullpen. If they're, to save the pen, here's, some random dude from Worcester throwing 3 innings just to save the rest of the guys. I mean, it's been a full team contribution, but I think a big part of that identity has been playing through it. And that's what Wilson's trying to do.
Yeah. And I think, Sadon, come on, man.
He's back to swinging at everything again.
He had a 2-0 pitch right down the middle that he doesn't swing at, and then he swings at the pitcher's pitch. He's better than that now. Come on, baby. You got to get back in your zone looking for your pitches, kid. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about that before that? Don just got me off track.
The team identity and playing through injuries and whatnot.
I think that a big part of it too, Jared, was early on. There you go, Willier. There you go. I need first to third. There you go.
I feel like Nick Sogard is your type of ball player, like on the position player side.
Him.
Yeah.
Oh, I love him. I love the way he plays the game. I love the way he goes about his business. Just steady Eddie, baby. I love it. But, you know, a big part of their identity that you were talking about earlier, Jared, was that, you know, early on in the season, you put up 2 or 3 runs on them, they were cooked.
Yeah.
They had this give up about them that, man, we're not coming back from this. And so I think that the fight was instilled a little bit more that, hey, we got to go fight every out, every pitch, every last inning. And they said, we're gonna play that way. We're going to play every out. We're going to play every chance that we get to score a run. And so, you know, that's their identity now. And you look at them now, they're not out of any game. They don't think they're out of any game. And
usually they're not. They either come back, tie that game, lose, come back, win that game, or they will have the tying or winning run at the plate in the 9th inning at the very least. So there's been very few games that they've lost that they didn't have a chance to at least win. They're not getting blown out pretty much ever.
No. Looks like my guy here, Logan Webb, looks like his arm angle.
There it goes! WC-40 onto Lansdowne Street. It's a 3-run bomb, Pap. What did I tell you?
Baby.
What did I tell you, Pat?
You called it, baby.
450 feet, 116 off the bat. A 3-run bomb for Wilson Contreras gives the Sox a 3-1 lead.
Baptize that ball on the Mass Avenue, baby.
That's the second time I've done that.
Yeah, good call right there, man. That was, I'm sure they're going to show this again. I was just about to say, it looks like Logan Webb's arm slot is just a little bit lower, a little bit down, which creates a little bit. He just missed
it right before that.
Yeah. But he's not getting on top of the baseball, Logan Webb. He definitely didn't get on top of that baseball because that baseball didn't sink. It spun horizontally. Let's see what we got here. Ball.
Dude, that ball was destroyed. That's like, you want to talk about Manny Ramirez. That was the type of home run that he was hitting back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I grew up watching Manny, and I still think he was one of the greatest right-handed hitters of all time. And
I agree with you.
Like his swing, Manny's swing is perfect. And it's almost like a swing and a stance. They're like fingerprints. Like they're all unique to me. But having Manny's be so perfect, and that was like kind of like my introduction between like Nomar and Manny for like right-handed swings. It's been so long since I've seen a right-handed power swing satisfy me in the same way that Manny's did growing up. And Wilson Contreras' swing, which, by the way, I don't know if you remember this, Pat, but back when Wilson Contreras was in the minors with the Cubs, Manny was a player coach. So Wilson kind of grew up himself learning from Manny Ramirez in the minor leagues. Like that's who was kind of like teaching him.
Yes, I did know that. And I will say, get through, Adley. There you go, kid. Keep them going. Keep them going, baby. I will say that there are some a few similarities between Manny's swing and Wilson Contreras' swing and the balance that they have at the plate when they do swing. Their balance is very similar, and they both finish up high. So, yeah, I mean, I guarantee you there's no question about it that Wilson Contreras took some things from Manny Ramirez, the greatest right-handed hitter in the history of the game, in my opinion.
You know who else kind of had like a Manny Ramirez swing and finish was Javi Baez, another guy that played for the Iowa Cubs when Manny was a player coach. It was funny, like guys that played with Manny, under Manny, whatever you want to say, because that was actually in his contract. When Theo Epstein signed Manny, I can't remember what year it was, 15 maybe I want to say. It was in his contract that no matter how good you're hitting at AAA, you're not allowed to be called up to the big leagues. There was like a refusal to call him up. It's like, we will let you play in AAA, but you can hit 500 with a 2,000 OPS, and you're not allowed to get called up. But he rubbed elbows with guys like Javi Baez.
Why was that?
I don't know. It was just in the contract.
That sounds crazy to me.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, here you have a guy like Wilson Contreras. You can see the similarities.
So maybe that home run will hush the booze for a little bit longer.
Caleb Durbin on the right side. What have you been thinking about Adley Rutschman so far?
Man, I really like him. I really like the fact that he's putting in the work to get to know his pitching staff. And he's a big target behind the plate there. And, you know, his resume speaks for itself, Jared. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player. All-star this year. Yeah, all-star caliber player this year. And, you know, look, at the end of the day, I think this is going to go down as one of Breslow's greatest trades he's going to make because of the need that they had at the catching position was so astronomically big. Did that hit him? It drilled him.
Mm-hmm. It sounded like Batman must have got his guard.
And I think that Adley Rutschman is going to love hitting in Fenway Park.
Yep.
Because he can pull his hands. Oh, he might have got the knob.
It looked like it got his hand. They're probably gonna look at it because he didn't even react.
No, there was no reaction there.
Yeah, it definitely hit his finger. Yeah, it hit the pinky.
That's close. Did you see the pinky move?
Yeah, it definitely hit his pinky.
This is gonna be a close call.
Nah. Yeah. Yeah, that got his pinky. That's an HBP.
Yeah, and the call on the field was that he was hit by a pitch, which also helps.
Right. Yep.
So this shouldn't be a long review here. Let's get this game going. And HBP, here we go.
Yeah, I mean, what are we looking at? We've already seen it 3 times.
Oh, wait a minute, though. I don't know. The pinky goes up.
Yeah. Bases loaded for Andrew Monasterio, who's been a doubles machine since the beginning of July. Wouldn't hate a nice little wall ball double. I think a wall ball double, if you got a nice little kick in a center field, you get a nice little angle out there, that's going to clear him with 2 outs.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, Jared.
Durant
no
on
question
first.
about that.
Yeah, Durant on first.
In my opinion, this is the exact guy we want up right now.
Yep.
In this situation.
Yep.
Take the ball, take that backdoor sinker that he's going to try to throw you, or
get the sweeper.
Away,
the sweeper is going to leak middle.
Away, the slurve away, and hit this ball to right field, Monasterio. Let's go, baby.
Ball out. Yeah, see, if he keeps missing away, you get a sweeper that just leaks a little bit middle. Catch that barrel. That's a 3-run double right there. Ball out. Uh-oh.
Ball out.
Oh, time to party. Shout out Dennis Eckersley. He's got a cartoon of himself on his bat. I like that.
That's swag. That's swag right there. Please don't swing. 3-0, bases loaded. This is not a swing situation here. I get it that nowadays a lot of guys are swinging 3-0 and love to swing 3-0 because they think they're going to get a heater. But please don't swing here.
In today's game.
Yeah, look, Sadon's saying it's got to be right there.
Yeah.
But we still don't swing Sadon.
Yeah, see, that's paint.
Okay. That's a perfect pitcher's pitch. Lay off that.
Yeah, you got a 3-0 sinker dotted on the corner. Ball out.
No.
There we go.
Keep adding on, boys. Keep adding on.
See, I love
outs.
that.
Keep adding on.
That's something that I would put in the notebook for this game is credit to Andrew Monasterio for a 3-0 count, taking that. I mean, he like you said, he's not looking 3-0 heater. He got a 3-0 sinker down and away on the corner, and then 3-1. Sure, he's ready to rip if he has to, but he's not geared up, ready to swing. And you take that walk.
Yeah. I like their approach right now at the plate too a lot, Jared. Right now, they're looking for their pitches. You know, they're making Logan Webb work. They're making him come in the zone, and when he does come in the zone, he's been missing. So let's see what. Oh, good pitch. Good pitch.
Mickey Gasper led this inning off, by the way.
Yeah, he did. A little cutter inside there to Mickey Gasper. Let's see if he goes that sinker back away. You got to think along with him, Mickey Gasper. He's going to probably go back away. No, he's going back in with the cutter. Oh, hit him.
5-1 Sox. Starting to unravel real quick here for Logan Webb. Tony V looking on from the dugout thinking, I got to make a pitching change here, and that's what he's about to do. That's what he's about to do. Tony V going to his bullpen right here.
Logan Webb, go hit the showers. Two and 2/3, man. Wow, I didn't expect that out of Logan Webb.
No. Welcome back. Red Sox have batted around here in the bottom of the third. It's 5-1 after a 3-run bomb by Wilson Contreras, a hit by pitch of Mickey Gasper, and a bases loaded walk by Andrew Monasterio. Nick Sogard getting his second plate appearance of the inning, and Logan Webb Logan Webb
He
goes
gone.
2 2/3. Man, that is not something you see very
He's
often.
in the showers right now. Mm-hmm. We got Reaver San Martino for the Giants right now. Big time sinker slider guy with those change up to righties, just about righties only. But not much fastball velo to it. Just steady left-hander, about 92 miles an hour. Kind of throws about the same speed as our buddy Ranger. But a guy we could do damage on.
I like that.
Got a 5.84 ERA this year. He's been giving it up. 1.67 WHIP, which is not very good. So let's get to him as well.
Dude, this is the third straight plate appearance with the bases loaded that has gone to 3 balls.
Still got to be right in your zone.
Get through. Ah,
No.
that's all right. That's the end of that
104 off the bat.
We are back, and we're now officially being told that Wilson Contreras' 450-foot home run last inning, a 3-run bomb to make it 3-1 Red Sox at the time, the longest home run hit by a right-hander or anyone this year by the Red Sox. Wow. It looked it. There's definitely home runs where it'll be like, oh man, that was, 440, and you're like, 440? Yeah, that don't really look like 440. That looked like every bit of 537 feet. Thing when it looked like it went over the light tower. Man.
Yeah, I tell you what, he took, I believe it was a hanging changeup. Wilson Contreras hit out. Man, that ball's got tire marks on it right now because it's definitely on Mass Ave.
Yeah. Let's see. My pitching line prediction is still alive. 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 6 Ks. And Sonny Gray is at 3+, 4 hits, 1 earned, 2 walks.
Great pitch. That's a great pitch right there by Sonny Gray to the lefty. Froze him on the front hip slide or two-seamer. 91 miles an hour on that sinker. Great pitch right there, man.
What do you think about, obviously it's it's old news at this point, but topical because of who's in town. But Tony Vitello getting hired straight from the NCAA to be a big league manager. What did you think about that?
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't like it one bit. The problem is that when you go from college to the pros, in college you're making more money than the guys that you're coaching, and when you go to the pros, the players are making more money than the coaches, and there's a certain way you got to handle players. And in college, you tell a player what to do, he has no other choice. He has to do what the manager says or the coach says. Because guess what? All he can, if he don't like it, he can kick him off the team. Right? You can do that in college. In the big leagues, you can't do that. So there's a little bit more finer threading of the needle that you have to do at the big league level, and more of a psychiatrist type person, because the manager's not coaching at the big league level. Managers don't coach.
Right.
They manage. So to me, it was just a big change for him in a totally different direction. Double down the line. That's all right. 2 outs. Let's go.
How do you think you would have responded if you had someone from the NCAA walk in, say it's your age 30 season, so, you're still in your prime, but you've been in the league for a little while, like you're considered a veteran, but you can still go, you're still deserving of that closer spot. How do you think you would have handled having a first-year manager coming straight from the NCAA?
Well, I would have handled it pretty good, I would think. I always had respect for my manager no matter what. And that was something that Tito taught me from a young age. Your manager is there, and you should respect him because he's strapping it up every day just like you are. You may not be on the field, but he's going through everything else to help you be successful. Like, the manager wants you to be successful just as much as you want to be successful. So, to me, I would just try to start dialect and try to start having conversations and building that relationship with him. And, as a veteran, be a sounding board for him. I'm sure that Logan Webb and, that guy probably isn't a sounding board for him, but
no.
Some of the other veterans on their team hopefully are a sounding board for them. And, it's been a tough year for them. It really has. It's been a tough year for the Giants.
Yeah. I wonder, how someone like Tony V would walk into a clubhouse like the Red Sox. And it's younger guys. It's guys that played college ball. You walk into that Giants clubhouse, and there's a lot of dirt under the spikes of those, like Willie Adames, Matt Chapman, Logan Webb, Rafael Devers. There's just a lot of veteran players where it's like, man, we're going from a situation where we're veteran big leaguers to a college baseball coach. I don't know how that was received in the beginning, but I'd be curious to know how they feel about it now, like how the experience has gone. That ball could carry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drew Gilbert, 2-run homer.
Drew Gilbert with the 2-run bomb.
It's crazy. Like, that last inning made it feel like this game was blown wide open. They batted around and had the bases loaded for 20 minutes, and now it's a game again. It's a 2-run game.
Yeah. Yeah, this game has got that feel to it, like, oh, man, hanging slider, down and in, not much action to it, right where a lefty likes it, down and in. Can't make the same mistake to Rafi Devers.
Uh-oh. Yep. Told you.
Man, damn it.
I try to tell you.
Yeah, but you see, you can't pitch Rafi Devers down. You can't pitch Gilbert down. That's not where you get them out at. That's not where their outs are at. Their outs are up in the zone. Now, I think this ball was more middle than anything. But those are two pitches that were not executed that he wants back. Still leading 5-4 here, though. Got to buckle down, Sonny. You got 2 outs here, kid. Get this last one.
That was the most predictable Rafael Devers home run of all time that did not come against Garrett Cole.
Yeah, he tried to throw a cutter right there, backed up middle.
Oh, he leaned on it. Ball was blasted. You know he misses hitting here. Like, that's not a homer in San Francisco.
He misses playing here. He misses a lot about Boston. I can promise you that much. Whatever that means. What is the 2 eyes over? What does that mean, Jared? What were you doing there?
Couldn't tell you. I can't believe this is a 1-run game, by the way. Like, you could have told me.
That feel.
It felt like it was 8-1 after last inning.
Yeah, this is going to be a old-fashioned slugfest, and what we thought was going to be a pitcher's duel has now turned into a slugfest because neither one of the pitchers tonight are executing. Logan Webb wasn't executing. He was hitting guys, walking guys, and Sonny Gray, when he gets into situations to where he can put hitters away or get ahead, he's not executing. He's missing over middle of the plate, cutter backing up, sinker not sinking like it usually does. So, yeah, this is going to be one of those grind starts for Sonny Gray. Got to grind it out.
It's only the 4th inning, too, by the way. Oh, God.
Yeah,
All right. I forgot to mention Willie Adames, too, another veteran guy.
Yeah.
Their whole infield is made up of veterans.
Yeah, they got a pretty decent payroll, and for them to suck as bad as they suck, I mean, last 10 games they've been outscored by 15 runs, 23-42 on the road. How bad are they?
Yikes. Yeah.
I mean, so you got it when teams are 23-42 on the road, like the Giants, and they come into Fenway Park, you got to whoop up on them. You got to take advantage of those types of teams. So you're not out of it. Still in a 1-run game. Sonny's got to keep it right here, though. Yeah, that's out, up, over. Oh man.
All right. Red Sox somehow clinging to a one-run lead, even though it feels like they blew this game open the last time they were up. They batted around, had the bases loaded for like 4 consecutive batters, all with 2 outs, by the way. They scored all 5 runs with 2 outs. It started with a 3-run bomb by Wilson Contreras. They had a bases loaded walk and an HBP. But we'll see if they can get it going again. It'd be nice. Here's Rafael Devers before the game, dapping up Cedar Rafaela. Devers just homered, in case you're just joining us, which feels like the most predictable home run maybe of the season.
You just felt like he was going to homer here, huh? I felt like he was going to have an 0 for night. And, you know, that just speaks to his talent, you know, and him to be able to, you know, put all the outside noise to rest and be able to go play. That speaks to his talent.
Rafael Devers is the all-time leader in Red Sox history, home runs at third base.
215? How many?
Something like that. I don't know the exact number.
We need to get a number on that. I want to say it's around 215 home runs he has, but yeah, he's got a bunch of them. But this guy right here, San Martin, Jared, just be patient.
Yeah, he don't got it like that.
He'll give it up.
Mm-hmm.
He'll walk some guys. He'll give it up. He'll fling it. He'll crossfire. He'll miss some spots. He'll leave it over middle. And then bam. Can't be swinging at pitches like that, though,
No.
Willier.
Hey, all right.
Hey.
He looked like me on that. Beat it out. Me and Willie are kind of the same guy, you know. He's just like, they call him the lefty Jared Carrabis.
So your ball, you pounded it into the dirt, right?
Yeah. He's safe.
And,
They're not going to look at that, are they?
And who was playing third? It was ground ball to third?
Yeah, that's where all the runs are at. That's where all the hits are at.
I'm talking about yours, Jared.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone
Ground ball
knows.
to third?
Yeah, it was like 116 off the bat. Ground ball to third. Just another day at the office.
Yeah, there you go. This guy will give it up, man. I'm telling you, this guy will give it up. He crossfires a lot. And like you saw that ball right there, there's a lot of arm side run. He's got a lot of arm side run to his ball. But you got to make him come to you, right? It's 2-0 counts. You got to get in good, favorable counts. You got to make a good job right there, Wilson. Make him come to you.
Contreras already a career high in homers this year.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations to him.
37 games left. It feels like the season has been going on for so long, but it also feels like 30-something games left is like, whoa, that went by quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're as far along as we are.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that is because of just the ups and downs of the season that we've had this year, man. It's just been a crazy year, so it's flown by, you know?
Oh, that ball is torched. Oh, he's trying to get another one. He's had some real healthy hacks on some balls back to the screen. Before he hit that 3-run homer last inning, he had a healthy hack just like that one, and then homered on the next cut that he took.
Yeah, they're big swings, Jared, but they're balanced swings. They're not off-balance swings. So
no,
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all.
and he's not swinging that air at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right now, San Martin doesn't have a pitch I don't believe that he can beat Contreras with.
No. I mean, if I'm him, I feel pretty comfortable walking him at this point. If I miss, I miss. And he did miss. This has turned into a nice little battle here. Ball.
Good at bat.
I thought he was going to punch him there. I was going to be furious. Great at bat. Is that for real, his walk-up song? Vanessa Carlton?
I can't hear it. You probably got it better with your IFB in.
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
It's the song from White Girls. If I can fall into the sky, do you think time
Come on, man.
would pass
Come on, man.
us by?
Who sings that song?
Vanessa Carlton.
All right, let's let
1,000
Vanessa
miles.
Carlton sing it.
I mean, I wish you could hear it because it's a great song. It's an all-time classic. I just can't tell if this is like a in between the action play or is this his actual walk-up song?
Looking to do damage right here. Got to get your pitch, though. Okay, you still got two more, Adley. That's not your pitch you can do damage with. Good pitch down in the zone. He's still got to come to you. Don't swing at pitcher's pitches.
That'll do it. Top of the fifth here, Bryce Eldridge, affectionately dubbed one of my pool boys. Every year at the MLB Draft Combine, I do a little segment with MLB Network where I interview the draft prospects out by the pool at Chase Field. Bryce Eldridge was, I think, my first first or second draft class that I ever did. It's pretty cool to do that and then end up seeing some of these guys make it to the big leagues. Bryce Eldridge is one. Carson Benj with the Mets is another. Connor Griffin with the Pirates was another. Max Clark just got called up with the Tigers, hit a homer.
Yeah, Connor Griffin's from my way, about an hour from me.
Jacob Wilson with the A's, another pool boy. We've got a lot of pool boys that are making it to the big leagues and making an impact. It's very cool to see.
Jacob Wilson was former son of a big leaguer, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jack Wilson, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Yep, and then we got George Lombard, who's
I played with George, yeah.
George Lombard's got 2 kids. One of them now the shortstop of the Yankees. The other one just got taken in the first round. I believe his son's name is Jacob. Taken in the first round of the draft this year. Yep, very, very talented family.
Way more talented than George, it sounds like. Nah, George was a good player, just couldn't ever get past AAA.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was story of my life. I couldn't get to single A, but we were knocking on the door, you know?
Yeah, George just had one of those, it seemed like a lifelong career at AAA. And I want to say he might have gotten a September call-up or something once, maybe twice, but didn't have really hardly any time at all in the big leagues. But sounds like his sons are some studs.
Yeah, big time.
Must get their athleticism from their mother. You know, they say that they say that's where you get your athleticism from is your mother.
That
not
makes
your
sense.
dad.
Yeah. Yeah, because my dad's got tree trunk quads, played hockey, football. He was a boxer, the whole 9 yards. So that makes sense that I ran the way that I did is because it was my mom's genetics.
Yeah. But don't blame it on your mom. It's not her fault.
It's not her fault necessarily, but I just didn't get his athletic genes.
All right, that's a rollover. We'll take that.
Nope. There we go. Nice little 1-2
2-0 rollover.
Bring it back to the funk.
Bottom of the 5th, Caleb Durbin coming to the dish. Sox up by 1. It feels it feels like they're up by more than this. This game, to me, has been all Red Sox minus one big swing by Rafael Devers. And there's Jake Peavy in the booth with Loomer, who was also at the old-time baseball game last night. It was Manny Del Carmen, Rich Hill, Jake Peavy, Loomer Loney. Jemai Webster was also a part of the game last night. A lot of Nesson representation in the game.
I'm about to text Jake Peavy to ditch the sweater around the neck. What was that, Peavy? Peavy, I love you, kid, but that ain't your look.
He's great. He's got stories for days. There's Loomer.
Yeah.
Just shot the gap, a nice little trot double. It was easy for him. What a natural. What a natural Loomer Loney is.
I mean, just the absolute natural. I mean, just coasting a second like that. I mean, that had to be 110 off the bat gapper.
It was.
To be able to
impressive.
coast in like that.
Actually, the legend of Loomer Loney is even greater than you think, Pat, because he played in the game last year, and he was told you only get one AB, and he got up there and got drilled in the shoulder and picked up the baseball and threw it back to the pitcher and was like, we're going to finish this at bat. And I believe he got a hit after that. But he was like, if I'm only getting one at bat, I'm not getting on first base by getting drilled. So. Yeah, what is that sweater look? I've not seen that on PV. Uh-oh, another pitch and change. Red Sox didn't capitalize on this guy.
Yeah, I think Tony Vitello is not going to let that happen.
I think Peavy's in town for a few days.
Yeah, maybe doing like Legend Suite or something like that, possibly. But yeah, I usually see him at the hotel occasionally when I'm in town. You know, he's working for the Padres and doing like MLB and stuff. He's really, you know, put his name out there. And actually works hard, man. He travels a lot.
Yeah. He's one of those guys that when he was playing, you could tell he was going to stay in baseball in some capacity.
Yeah, he's a baseball lifer. Yeah.
He's a good talker. He connects well with people easily. And I think he likes to share that knowledge, like the knowledge that he got from the generation before him. I think he enjoys passing that off to the generation that has come after him and so forth.
Yeah. Always a good conversation with Peeve, that's for sure.
No doubt. Roman Anthony smacked a double tonight. Bang! This was almost his second homer in 3 games down in Portland. I don't know what the exit velo was on that. 1 for 3 tonight in 3 games. It was always kind of the plan. It was fly in, play 1 game, see the hand specialist, play another game, see how the hand feels, play another game. I don't know when we're going to see him, but we got a Justin Gonzalez triple. This has to be his first AA triple. This is something cool, Pat. Justin Gonzalez, I don't know how much you know about this kid, but he is a large human being, and he hits absolute moon bombs. Got promoted very recently. So the other night, Roman Anthony's first game rehab assignment was the first time that he shared a lineup with Justin Gonzalez, and it is my dream. I know that you're not a big prospect guy. You say they're suspect at first, But to get to see Roman Anthony and Justin Gonzalez in the same lineup, pretty special.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for me, you know, I'm talking more about Roman Anthony. We'll talk about it after this, though.
All right, we'll be right back. We're back. It is the top of the 6th. Sonny Gray back on the bump. Sox got a 1-run lead. What do you like from Sonny Gray so far, Pap? I know he had that rough inning with the back-to-back homers, but outside of that, he's been all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah, he has. What I like about his outing tonight is it's a bend but don't break style outing, right? Like, he had in the 3rd inning where he didn't have his stuff. He was missing his arm slot. His legs weren't underneath him. He was yanking his sweeper. Sinker wasn't sinking. But what I really like about him is the on-the-fly adjustments and what he's able to do on the fly. And that's what makes him so great. And that's why he's still in this game, is because he's made in-game adjustments on the fly. So, you know, whether it's stuff not working or mislocation, he figures it out at the end of the day.
I would say it's probably a long shot that he finishes this inning. I'm sure he's probably batter to batter at this point at 92 pitches. Eric Miller already warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, Miller's warming up for Kavanaugh probably.
Yeah, so this could be the last batter that we see Sonny Gray face. And he gets a punchy.
Great pitch. Down in the zone, breaking ball down in the zone, had him in swing mode. He was swinging out of the hand right there. Great pitch selection, great pitch execution right there.
6-pitch mix tonight for Sonny Gray. I mean, pretty spread out. I mean, if I were up there, I'd be like, I don't know what the hell he's going to throw me.
Yeah, I mean, he throws a lot of different pitches, sinker, sweeper, cutter, four-seam, curveball, changeup. We've seen a few changeups, which he normally only throws about 8% of the time. His cutter to the right, to the lefties, it was a little bit uptick tonight. He threw it into a little bit lefties and think he back foot some, threw some good ones.
Oh, PFPs, baby.
Nice. I really do like me some Sogard. He's so good, so good.
He's a ball player.
Look at him. Look at him.
I mean, that was a great play all around.
Yeah. Stayed with it.
Was that misplayed by Wilson, or was that intentionally, like, did Sogi call for it? Because it was an easier play for him?
That was misplayed. I believe it was just a tick off of Contreras' glove, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he's going to have a chance to finish this inning.
Yeah, it looks like he got a little glove.
Look at Sogi, man.
Dude, just as always, that dude is just always in the right place, in the right situation.
Oh, what a pick.
Look at this play. Look at the defense this inning.
Six complete for Sonny Gray. Atta babe.
Great job by Sonny Gray to keep his team in the game here. Great job to get through 6 innings. Man.
We're back, and there's already one out. Mickey Gasper grounds out to second base. See if the Sox can get some more offense going so that they don't have to dial up Aroldis Chapman's number tonight. That'd be nice to give him another day of rest.
Yeah, that's a great point, Jared, because as the season progresses, the more days that you can give your back into your bullpen days rest are going to pay dividends for you come playoff season.
Definitely.
Come the playoff race, come the last week of the season when you manage your bullpen differently because all those games matter so much more. You're looking for those wins. They're more played in a playoff style atmosphere and managed that way. And so he's going to be leaned on heavily the last 8-9 days of the season and into the playoffs. So I like that. Great point. Give him some rest.
I think it's also crazy that we went from, there we go, nice little knock the other way for our guy Sogi.
Man, Sogi's just a professional, man. Just come up here and done nothing but everything he's been asked to do, man.
All right, let me ask you this question, Pat, because I've been going back and forth on this for a few days now. When Trevor Story is ready to come back, you've got Andrew Monasterio, who's been one of the best hitters in the league since the start of July. I know the defense leaves a lot to be desired. It's not fantastic by any means, but his bat has been great, and they've needed the offense. Now you've got the emergence of Nick Sogard, who gives you a professional at bat, good defense, good base running, knows how to play the game. Giving you ABs at second base.
Bunts guys over.
Yeah, bunts guys over. Yep. I think Sogi's probably your best bunter on the team. But
yes.
when Trevor Story is eligible to come back, how do you handle that? Do you just hand him the keys full time back at shortstop, or do you have to ease him back in? Like, what are you doing with that?
Well, you find opportunities where you can insert Trevor Story. So say in the beginning when he first comes back, you're gonna insert him on a day that, man, you'd love to give Monasterio a day off or Sogard a day off, right? Like, that's when you're gonna implement Trevor Story. And when he shows you what he can and can't do on the baseball diamond, then you start making those internal decisions, right? You start thinking about, okay, is he still going to be able to go side to side like he used to? Can he still make the play up the middle like we need him to make? Is he really putting good at-bats together like Monasterio and Sogard are doing? And if not, you got to turn the page on it. And you got to trust the guys that have been there for you throughout this process and the guys that got you there, right? These two guys are guys that have got us here.
So here's my dilemma, Pap. Last year, even when Trevor Story had a good year, he probably took about a month and a half to get going. That's all this team has left. So if he needs some time to get going, how long is that leash? How long do you give him to get it going? And then when do you know to pull the plug? Like, this isn't working out, we're going to go back to Monasterio. Because the last thing I want to do is give Trevor Story a month to get it going, decide he's not going to get it going, have to pull the plug, and now I got to get Monasterio hot at shortstop with, 9 games left? Like, that's not fair.
Yeah, no, you don't have, you can't afford to do that. In the point in the season where you're at, and you've climbed out of the gates of hell to get where you're at, you don't have that affordability to say, Trevor Story, we'll give you as much time as you need to get back into being Trevor Story, because that's
came off the bag.
You don't have that comfortability. You don't have that ability to tell Trevor Story that. So it is the leash that you just talked about. It's about that long.
Like 2 weeks?
If that, Jared. If that. Because I mean, I'm thinking 9 days.
Yeah.
Because you have to make these decisions quick, and you have to really go with, if Trevor Story's not hitting, come the tail end of the season, you can't afford to have somebody in there that's not producing when you have guys on the bench like Monasterio and Sogard who are producing.
I think at the end of the day, I need to know, what do the defensive metrics look like when Story comes back? What does the range look like? What does the arm look like? Is he getting to balls that Monasterio is not getting to? Because at the end of the day, last year, Trevor Story's good year, he was a tad above league average. He was about league average offensively. I know what Monasterio's ceiling is. Like, Monasterio's ceiling offensively is much higher than Story's, at least at this point in Trevor's career. And if the defense isn't quite there for Story, then if subpar defense is what I'm going to get, I'm going to take the guy with the higher upside offensively, and that's Monasterio.
And look, I agree with you there. I agree with you on this situation that we're talking about. And I also believe that Trevor Story is not, after a core injury, a hernia is a core injury, that affects the entire body. Look at this linea. Get over his
Let's
head.
go.
Yes.
That's a run. That's a run. Get on your horse, Sogi.
Yes, that's a run. Look at
Atta
Sogard
baby. Oh, yeah.
run.
Look at
Oh,
Willier.
look at Willie Abreu.
Willier, get in there, baby.
Get there, baby.
Atta boy. That ball was a bullet.
Another run with 2 outs, man. The 2 outs productivity tonight is off the charts. But yeah, like I was saying, Jared, to me, if I really want to think about it, I don't think Trevor Story is coming back and going to step right in and just light the world on fire. That is unrealistic. That's unrealistic to ask him to even do.
0 for 4, 2 strikeouts tonight down in Worcester. Or is he Worcester or Port? He's in Worcester.
Yeah. So, not good. He's not going to be the player that he used to be. It's just it sucks, but we all get there at this point in our career. Trevor Story is not the Trevor Story of old, nor will he be, nor will he ever be, in my opinion. It's just that has passed him by now, and we're looking at, a beat up Trevor Story.
I think, to me, I would like to see what it looks like. I'm not just gonna say, hey man, thanks, but no thanks. Let me see what it looks like. You can kind of have like a rotation at second base with Sogi and Monasterio for the time being. But to your point, Pap, the leash is short. And if the leash is short, then historically we know it takes Story a little bit longer to get going than what the Red Sox have available to offer him, so to speak.
Yeah, and look, he's just before the injury, he's just not the player that he used to. There you go, Sonny, get that bug. He's just not the player that he used to be before the injury. Now you throw in a major sports hernia injury that required surgery. That didn't get him. Ball four. That required surgery, that he's having to recover from surgery. We're not going to be looking at anything close to this Trevor Story that he used to be. And that's just the cold, hard facts of it, man.
The other thing, too, Pap, is that I don't think Story and Chad Tracy are on the same page, because when Story was talking about it, he was kind of saying, like, I want to play 9 innings. I want to see the next day how my legs feel. And if I can get into a rhythm where I got my legs under me and I'm recovering how I expect to recover and I feel good, I can play back-to-back days, no problem. Day game after a night game, no problem. Then I'm going to come back. And Chad Tracy was kind of like, I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, yeah, that's not how we're looking at it. The Red Sox are going to go at their pace. It's nice that Story wants to come back as soon as possible, but I feel like the shortstop position is not the one where it's like, yes, absolutely, like we need that back. Like right now, that Masataka Yoshida injury, where he pulls that hammy and it looks to be real bad, that opens up an obvious lane for Roman Anthony, because Duran has been awful offensively in left field, but he's played a great defensive left field. Well, now Roman, if he had his struggles early in the year offensively or defensively in left field.
Defensively.
Yep. We got a spot for you. Come up and DH for us and be the leadoff guy. Happy to have you, and it doesn't disrupt anything. Whereas like Trevor Story coming back, it disrupts quite a bit.
Yeah, but I got a funny feeling that Trevor Story is not going to disrupt much. Like I said, I don't think he's one of Tracy's guys. I mean, Tracy's going to manage him. And that was a good point in what you were saying earlier. Him and Tracy, not really on the same page. They don't jive together.
Well, Cora was his guy.
Cora was his guy, and he wasn't happy about Cora leaving. And I think he kind of publicly made that known, and that he wanted to speak with the general manager about it and ask questions why, and felt like he deserved some answers, which, I mean, yes and no. I mean, you're not deserved anything, really. I mean, they made a decision. It has nothing to do with you.
Unless he was told something, right? Like he opted back in right after the Red Sox got eliminated from the postseason. You know, was he told like, hey, you know, Cora's going to be here, and the next thing you know, he's fired 1 month into the season? Well, like, was he told something and it didn't end up being the truth? I don't know. That's the only way that I could kind of justify how upset he was about the firing, you know what I mean? Because managers get fired all the time. Like that, it's the circle of life here in Major League Baseball. Not every manager. I mean, every manager is not long for that position. It's part of the job. You're hired to be fired.
Yeah.
But he responded in a way where he almost felt betrayed by the organization that Cora was fired.
Yeah. There was some kind of standby.
We'll be back. Top of the 7th inning here. Red Sox are up 6-4 over the San Francisco Giants, in case you're just tuning in. Everything that you thought would happen in this game probably did happen. Rafael Devers returned. He got booed. He hit a homer. Wilson Contreras hit the longest home run by a Red Sox hitter this year, 450 feet, because it is the antithesis of Rafael Devers returning. It's the guy who came to the Red Sox to play first base after Rafael Devers said, I play third, got his ass shipped to San Francisco, which is what prompted the Red Sox to go out and make a trade for Wilson Contreras to play first base. And that 3-run home run has made the difference in this contest. That is why the Red Sox are on top by 2. And here's Eric Miller. Speaking of the Red Sox and the Giants, Red Sox sent Marcelo Meyer to the San Francisco Giants at the trade deadline. In return, they get left-handed reliever Eric Miller. And he's on to face the top of the order of the San Francisco Giants. Pap, you love this guy, right? You love Miller?
Well, I love this guy, man. I said it from the beginning, from before he threw a pitch here. Big-bodied lefty, throws hard, got a nasty wipeout sweeper, breaking ball.
Who does he remind you of?
You mentioned B.J. Ryan earlier?
Yeah.
Reminds me of B.J. Ryan a little bit.
Okay, all right, I like that. I like that comp.
But just like we were talking about Hadley earlier, man, great trade that was to fill a void, get a leader, all-star guy. Shoot, man, this was another outstanding trade to me. You get rid of a Marcelo Meyer who is just not bred to play in Boston. Just not a.
I think it's a mix of both. A guy. I don't think he was made for this market, but if he kind of doesn't get like his work ethic together, I don't think he's made for the big leagues. No, he's not made for the big leagues. I don't see, like, when I watched him and I watched him for a while, minor leagues and the big leagues. I don't see an everyday big leaguer in Marcelo Meyer. I never have. I really don't understand how he was picked so high, to be honest with you. He was supposed to be a 1-1. He fell to the Red Sox at 4. Right. I know. I don't understand how or who's coming up with those decisions, but doesn't have a big league body. No. Right? That's what I look at, number one. The body makeup. Doesn't have a big league body, doesn't have a big league work ethic. Average in the field and below average at the plate. That freaking sweeper is nasty. Did I say that or did I not say that? Now go with that 97 up in the zone around his hands. Is he calling his own pitches? Yes, he's calling his own pitches from the hip. Oof. That's a weak hit ground ball. We'll take that. There you go. Yeah, see, this is what I mean, right? So, like, Raffy knows he's out, but he runs through the bag. He's running 60%, like he's jogging, he's lollygagging down there, but it's the optics of running through the bag versus peeling off and going back into the dugout. It makes all the difference in the world. Like, that's the difference between getting booed or not by your own fans. Yeah, it does. And you make a great point. And it's perception. You know, sometimes perception is reality, Jared. Because it's what you said earlier. Like, if I'm running, if I'm kind of just like, you know, briskly jogging up the line because I know I'm out and I don't want to exert 100% energy. I know that I'm out, but whatever. I'm still going to run through the bag. No one's going to bat an eye because the fans are going to be like, yeah, like, of course, like, he's out. It's a ground out. Like, that happens. But it's the idea that you're giving up by not running through the bag. Like you said that earlier. It looks like I am giving up, and that's how it comes off, and fans don't appreciate that. It's, like no one's saying, like, you have to run 100% speed every single time. But attaboy, Miller. That was filth muck inning. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. He knows it, too. Yeah. The newly acquired Eric Miller, formerly of the San Francisco Giants, facing his former team for the first time, punches out Willy Adames looking, and he's walking off the mound like, I am actually filthy. Like, I am nasty. And he is. I'm glad he knows it, too. Your favorite flavor got to be your own. That's what I'm saying, Pap.
Yeah, no, look, I'm telling you, I've said this. Breslow made a great deal. He's going to be able to play matchups with his setup man come postseason, come towards the end of the season. Lefties with Eric, righties with Garrett. Eric and Garrett, setup men. I mean, it's this bullpen. I've said it for a long time now. They're just as good as our bullpen was in 2007 when we won it all, if not better. I'll tell you what, if they win it all and the bullpen does what it's capable of doing, then I'll say that they were better than our bullpen in 2007 if they win it all.
Yeah.
But if they don't win it all, I'll tell you they were just as good as we were.
Yeah, after last night, Pap, I can now say that I've officially faced the blame it on the rain tandem. I've stepped in the box and I've seen it. I've seen both of them.
So Manny Del Carmen was at the game. He pitched.
He pitched, yeah.
What did that look like?
It still had some cut to it. It did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't reach out, Derby.
Here we go. Yeah. Run, Forrest. Safe. That's a knock. Get the ball. I should have asked for the ball. That was a mistake. That could have been the last hit I ever get in my life, Pap, and I didn't ask for the ball. Yeah, the other name too, Justin Slayton. I feel like those are the two most important names. Garrett Whitlock, Justin Slayton, and then who knows, maybe Tanner Houck comes back and makes an impact out of the bullpen. You might be looking at a situation right now where the four most important relievers of the postseason run are not even on the roster right now. Garrett Whitlock, Justin Slayton, maybe Tanner Houck comes back and makes an impact, and then Garrett Crochet has said, if I come back, I'm not starting. I'm going to probably be able to come out of the bullpen and give you a max of 2 innings per appearance. So obviously, Aroldis Chapman is your closer, and he's going to be very impactful in his own right. But those are four arms that, I mean, those are your top dogs, your back end of your bullpen.
Yeah, no doubt. And they're going to become important as the season progresses of getting Garrett Whitlock back, number one, and number two, keeping these guys healthy. And Chad Tracy's going to have to manage them in the correct way so that they do stay healthy, so that come when you want to lean on them, you're able to lean on them.
That was kind of wild to see Jarren Duran's name. I think it was like since the start of 2017, the most home runs at Fenway Park. It was Devers, JD Martinez, Xander Bogaerts, Mookie Betts, and then Jarren Duran, if my memory serves correct.
Yeah.
Rip.
I'm looking at it. Yeah. Tries to blow the 97 bomb on the inside corner. Man, that's how you pull the hands through. Great job of pulling the hands through, Jared.
Mm-hmm. You think about sending him here?
Let me see what this pitcher. Yes, slow to the plate. You got to pick a good time to send him. But if you get in a high leverage hitters count, then you maybe think about hit and running even, maybe
Sure.
a hit and run. Not that. Not that.
Yep. That's why you think about sending them. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Sonny Gray went 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned, walked a couple, punched out, what, 6? Did he get 6?
Let's count them.
I mean, that was my prediction, right? I didn't get the earned runs right. I think I only had him for 1. Yeah, 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts.
Yep, 6 point. Yep.
I mean, I got a mixed bag on my prediction. Alec Gamboa on the mound.
No, you did good in your predictions.
Yeah, it was all right. Yep.
My predictions sucked.
Who'd you have for the homer?
I didn't have a homer.
Oh. That's surprising. Six-4 ball game, top of the 8th. Alec Gamboa on the mound facing Bryce Eldridge, who slices one to Jarren Duran, who, by the way, I know it's been a tough year, but he's been doing it with the glove. You can't deny that. He's been a quite an above-average defender in left field.
Yeah.
Am I hearing that we have the Mick Man? Coley Mick is joined. There he is. You want to talk about closers? Here comes Coley Mick to close this game out. It's a 6-4 ball game, Coley. I know that much like myself, maybe you even more, you love Rafael Devers. How did you react to the reaction that he got tonight?
I mean, it's what I thought would happen. It was a hearty amount of boos, and I think those boos, we can translate them. That means we miss you. We wish it didn't end the way it did end.
That's a great way to look at
And
it.
also,
That's perspective.
I think Wilson, I think he fed off those boos. He said, "Hey, I'm the guy to get booed around here. No one else gets booed on my home turf."
If anyone's going to get booed around here, it's going to be me.
I think we got to keep booing him. Like, I haven't been pro booing Wilson at all, but it clearly works. It clearly, we get positive results. I think we used to do it for Uke, kinda. That was just his name. Wilson doesn't sound like boo at all, nor does Contreras. He's getting booed the rest of the way. It works.
I hate that he's got the right hamstring issue, and he keeps stretching it out. I don't love that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that too, Jared. Hamstrings are so tricky, man. And look at him; he's always messing with it, so he's feeling it constantly. So to me, if he's always feeling it and he's always stretching it out like that, it's something that he needs to be really, really, really careful with before he pops that thing.
I mean, is that something where Chad Tracy has to protect Wilson from himself? Because obviously Wilson's not going to say, hey, Skip, I need a day here. He's never going to say that. So does Chad Tracy have to step in at some point and be like, hey, like, we're sitting you down. Like we see you out there stretching in between pitches. We got to do something about this.
Yeah, look, I think that Chad Tracy, good pitch right there. Now back this up. Go away with this heater, Gambo. I think that Chad Tracy has to stay in constant dialogue with him about it, right? Every day he's asking him about it and how it feels, and he's probably doing strength testing. Went back to the well, even better. So it's a daily process that he's having to communicate with.
We're back on Unobstructed Views. Fenway's belting out Sweet Caroline. It's a 6-4 ball game with the Red Sox on top. Mickey Gasper at the dish. Coley Mick joins Jonathan Papelbon and myself. Hopefully the Red Sox can close this thing out. We were talking earlier about hoping to avoid having to use Aroldis Chapman tonight. It would be great to give him the day off after the day off. What did that mean for you, Pap, as a guy that was closing out ball games? You always had the ninth inning. It was always high intensity. What did that day off after the day off mean for your recovery?
Well, to take a true full day off, you don't pick up a baseball. That's a full true day off for what it was for me. I didn't even pick up a baseball. But man, I usually had to throw 4 in a row to get that. So it's a little bit different nowadays. They're going on pitch counts and strength tests, and they're looking at all these different metrics.
Oh, there he is.
So, yeah, it's I remember me and Mike Timlin throwing like 5 days in a row, I think, at one point. So, you know, it's a little bit different now, Jared, and there's a lot more analytics and strength testing and stuff behind off days for relievers, and even as how many times they get up in the bullpen and sit back down is counted. So, but this bullpen is going to be a huge, important piece, just as huge as an important piece as it was in 2007 for us winning. It's going to be just as important for them this year in 26.
Coley, what did you think of that WC-40 home run?
I loved every second of it. Catillo said, like, oh, the bat flip was so crazy. I saw the replay. Like, he pimped it for sure, but I thought he was going to Caminero that boy to the rooftops. That's what it deserved. 450, 12th hardest hit baseball this year, I believe I saw.
Longest home run at Fenway this year. Longest home run by a Red Sox player, but also the longest home run at Fenway.
That's good. I like when we hit the longest one at the park. We were talking about his hamstring before. Would DHing him at all help that, just to get him off his feet, not playing defense like that? It just feels like maybe it's not going to help him recovery-wise, but odds of him tweaking it more, I feel like if he's only hitting and not out in the field, maybe making a diving play, maybe, I don't know, someone dives back into first on a pickoff attempt. Just thinking out loud, as our DH Massa is no longer with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point, Mick. It does lessen your chances for injury, and it does give you just a little bit more ability to nice hit, Sadon. That's how you go the other way with the baseball, and you let the ball get deep. Great job, kid. But yeah, it does lessen the fact of you might getting injured or you might not. But we got the big boy Roman Anthony coming back too, Mick, and that's where we were talking earlier. You know, he with the Yoshida injury, it's easily you slide him in the DH role right away.
Right. It just seems like like he hit that AA home run. Everyone's like, Roman's here tomorrow. And now it seems like everybody's at least through the weekend. So even if we could just buy him a couple days off his feet without losing his bat, if that could have long-term benefits, because you're not bringing Roman back unless you have long-term in mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Mick, that makes a ton of sense, man. And it would make even more sense if, say, he was facing a matchup that wasn't favorable for him, to just give him a full day's rest.
Right.
And bring in Eli White maybe and DH Duran. Because this is scary for me, because Contreras is such a vital part to our team.
All right. On comes Chapman. 9th inning. On deck. We're back. Sox are up by 2, 6-4. Roldis Chapman on the mound. Tough night for Logan Webb, who I like very much. Did not make it out of the third inning. Raffy hit a tank to dead center. It was part of a back-to-back homer sequence for the Giants. WC-40, Wilson Contreras with a 3-run bomb went 450 feet. You had Wilyer Abreu with an RBI triple in this one, a bases-loaded walk, and a bases-loaded HBP. That's how we got here. We'll see if we can go home with a series victory or a series opener victory, hopefully spoiling the return of Rafael Devers. Would be very nice.
We got to get Adley some green catcher's gear pronto.
I agree. Yeah, he's back there looking like a Christmas decoration.
Yeah, that's not a bad look. Or at least some yellow. Yellow or green.
Right.
One
Yeah,
of the
get him
two.
some yellow. Yeah, we didn't see it. No tarps off tonight. I didn't see a ton of that.
No tarps off?
There was some of that going
few
into
tarps off.
commercial.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
With that, did you notice the crowd ever when you were coming in, or were you pretty locked in? Like, if the whole stadium was tarps off, Pap, would you have fed off of that?
Oh, no question about it, dude. Are you kidding me? I might even gone tarps off myself and went and pitched. Are you kidding me, dude?
They're like, oh,
Like, dude,
Jonathan,
like-
no, you can't do that.
I fed off of the fans and the energy at Fenway Park more than anybody, bro. Was shipping up to Boston hit that, bro, it was on. All right, settle down, get back in the zone here, Chappie. Overthrowing just a little bit here, kid. Backdoor you a nice little breaking ball, nice little slider. You don't have to give him the heat. He's on your heater right now.
Heat.
There's your slider, baby. Great pitch, great execution. Just what the doctor ordered. Right pitch selection in the right count. Beautiful job. And getting that first guy, man. In a close ball game, you get that first guy of every inning, man. The statistics go way up of you winning the game. Great job of getting that first leadoff guy.
Pap, a lot's been made out of, since Adley's a catcher, him coming here, him learning the starting pitching staff. Did that matter as much to you guys coming out of the pen, or were you ready to throw to anyone?
Yeah, no, it was like I was always ready to throw to anyone. I just liked a big target, a guy that set up early as a big target. I didn't like a lot of moving back there. Give me my target. Let's rock and roll, rock and fire. And, because realistically, most of the catchers in the big leagues now have a lot of information, and all of them are really good at calling games. They know their stuff. They have such a plethora of information now that it's almost hard to be a catcher that doesn't know what the hell's going on with the hitters. I mean, you have so much info.
Right.
There you go. Nice little four-seamer. Four-seamer away. 3-1 to count. You could throw that same pitch again right on the outside part of the corner. Just execute that. Just repeat your delivery. Same pitch.
There it is, top of the zone. Oh, no, yeah.
Oh,
second
slider.
out.
Sir.
Yeah. Challenge. Did we challenge that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, good.
That's going to be a strike.
Get back here.
Get over here.
This guy
Oh, yeah.
tapping his
Pop him.
head.
That guy was tarps off with the challenge.
These playoff tarps off are going to be electric. I'm
God.
very excited for that. I like that it's not everybody. It's just little crowds pop up of topless men.
The hell's going on here?
So what happened right there was Chapman's got a little scouting report card in the back of his pocket on hitters. It fell out of his back of his pocket. He just picked it up.
Got it.
Can't imagine that's what the card said to do.
No.
No. Card said you want to challenge him with the fastball in the zone. I don't care if he throws it right dead middle of the plate. A one-run home run cannot beat you. Should have had a little bit more challenge on that pitch selection. Challenge the hitter. There's a
Like
pop-up. Nope. All right, now throw you a good executed split finger right here, Chappie. Get you a 6-4-3. Execute this split finger.
Okay.
Okay,
Executed too
slider, off speed. I like it.
I need a ticket here.
Trying to punch one?
Mm-hmm. The Yankees winning?
They were at last check.
Yeah, I saw it was 3-1 the last time I looked.
I feel like that's what's been every time I've checked since like top one.
Yeah.
Oh, sir. Sir.
3-1 top 9. Yankees over Toronto. All right. Get him.
Throw this split finger.
See ya.
Slider again. He must feel good in his slider tonight. He left the bullpen saying, man, my slider is feeling good. Although that slider is backing up, it's a little bit up. It's not where it's not where he wanted to throw it, but it still has the effectiveness because you ran those heaters up and in on him.
Raffy coming out on deck.
I want to say Raffy has a home run off of Chappie before in his career, doesn't he?
Yeah. It was the
one of the most
fastest
impressive
pitch.
in MLB history.
Yeah, it was the fastest pitch ever turned around for a home run at the time. I was there. Yankee Stadium,
All right, 0-2.
summer
Now
of
let's go.
2017. John Henry Feidelberg's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Execute this four-seam fastball up in the zone. Swing right underneath it.
Ooh.
Get that up more.
Yeah. See, if that ball's up, he swings right underneath it. Now, you see, he's late on the fastball still. So you still have the fastball to go to. You don't have to speed up his bat with a slider or something else like that. Stay with your heater. Yeah, stay with the heater, baby.
Chapman punches him out, leaves Raffy in the on-deck circle, spoils his return to Fenway Park. Red Sox win 6-4. That's Jonathan Papelbon, the Mick-Man, Coley Mick. TC and Jim Rice back at Fenway Park got you for the post-game show. Thank you guys for watching Unobstructed Views, presented by Blue Moon. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you for the next one. I believe it's the Angels? 9-9
Another
against...
win for Unobstructed Views, baby.
All we do is win. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.